أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 5, page 19, Pointer C. Today we will study Surah Al-Baqarah verses 132 and 133. We saw that each juz has been divided in 4 parts and each part comprises 5 pages. The first 5 pages of first juz we studied in QC2 with 37 ayats of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages we studied in QC3 with 39 ayahs, and the next 5 pages we studied in QC4 with 29 ayahs. And the last 5 pages of first juz we are studying in this QC5 with 36 ayahs. Thus we will complete 141 ayahs in this QC5 and complete the first juz. Today we are studying 132 and 33. You can see how less ayahs are left for these course. Let's to revise the pointers for these pages. For the page 16, the pointers are, yes, what are they?
Abrogation, don't question, which of the people of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only.
Abrogations, don't question, which of the peoples of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. What's about the 17 page pointers?
Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The unjust block mosque. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorance say Allah talk to them.
Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The unjust is blocked mosque. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorant say Allah talk to them. What about the 18 page pointers?
Jews and Christians will
Please unmute yourself, sister.
Jews and Christians will never be pleased. Bani Israel remember the favor, test of Ibrahim, house of Allah and the city.
Jews and Christians never be pleased. Bani Israel remember the favor test of Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah in the city. What about the brief pointers for the page 16?
Abrogation, question, which paradise?
Abrogation, question, which paradise? What about the brief pointer for the page 17?
Jews and Christians, the unjust, Christian, ignorant.
Jews and Christians, the unjust is Christians. What about the page 18 brief pointers?
Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah.
There should not be Jews and Christians. There should be something else. Anyhow, Bani Israel, Ibrahim, house of Allah. Let's go for the page 19. The first pointer is constructions of Kaaba and Dua. Second is who will turn away from the religion of Ibrahim. The third one is instructions of Ibrahim and Kaaba. And the fourth is that nation passed away. So let's to keep them on the fingers. Yes, what are the pointers for the page 19? Constructions of Kaaba and Dua. Who will turn away from the religion of Ibrahim, instructions of Ibrahim and Yaqub, that nation passed away. So the brief pointers for the page 19 are constructions, religion of Ibrahim, instructions passed away. Today we will study the third pointer of the page 19, that is instructions of Ibrahim and Yaqub. The link with the previous verses is Allah talked about Ibrahim al-Islam's life in previous verses. Now he talks about his concern at the time of his death. So this is the first ayah of today. Yes, who would like? Yes, Bushra Khan, you have raised the hand. Please go for this ayah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. ووصى بها إبراهيم بنيه ويعقوب يا بني إن الله اصطفى لكم الدين فلا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. And Ibrahim enjoined upon his sons, and so did Jacob, saying, O my son, indeed Allah has chosen for you the true religion. So do not die except while you are submissive to him.
Jazakallah khaira, sister. The next ayah is, yes, sister Shakra Abdullah, you have unmuted earlier and now raised hands. So please, you go for this ayah. Sister Shakira, do you hear me? Okay, she is not responding. Yes, Ishad bin Muhammad, now your turn. Please unmute.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi
Wa
wabarakatuh.
alaikum assalam, sister.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أم كنتم شهداء إذا حضر يعقوب الموت إذ قال لبنيه ما تعبدون من بعد قالوا نعبد إلهك إلها آبائك إبراهيم وإسماعيل إله آبائك إبراهيم وإسماعيل وإسحاق إلها واحدا ونحن له مسلمون.
Sister,
Or
two mistakes. In first line, it is, it's not iza. Am kuntum shuhada is hazara.
is okay.
Yes. And secondly, in the third line, you miss the vaw.
Okay.
Ilahaka wa ilahum
No.
wa ilahum. It's wa. Okay. Go for the
Okay.
translation, please.
Okay. Or were you witnesses when death came to Jacob, when he said to his sons, what will you worship after me? They said, we will worship your God and the God of your forefathers, Ibrahim and Ismail and Isaac, one God, and we are submissive to him.
Jazakallah khaira, both the sisters. Let's go for the identification of the words in this ayah. So the first word is wa. Wa is a harf. Wasa. Yes, what word is wasa? Ism fail harf. Wasa. It's a verb. And look, there is a shad. So it's a mazid fi on the pattern of babit taf'il. B is a harf. Ha is a zamir ism. Ibrahimu is an ism. Bani is a ism. He is a zamir ism. Wa is a harf. Yaqubu again ism. Ya is a harf in nida, min harf. Bani is a ism. Ya is a zamir mutakallim, again ism. So it's Bani and Ya, two ism. Inna is a harf. Allah, isme jalala, it's a ismo inna. Look, isma inna is nas. Now what is the khabar? Istafa is a fail. La is a harf. Kum is a zamir. Jar majud. Ad-din is a ism. And there is no marfu ism. So we will find the khabar as a complete sentence. Istafa is a jumla failure, lakum deen. So it's a complete sentence is coming as a jumla failure, as a khabar of inna. Ismo inna is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this astafa lakum deena is a jumla failure coming as a khabar for the inna. Fa is a harf, la is a harf, tamutunna. What is this tamutunna? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
It's fail, and noon is sakila. It's the not the noon and nuswa, it's a sakila coming for the stress. Hasar. Illa is a harf, wa is a harf, antum is a zamir isam, muslimun again is a isam, masculine, plural, and nakra. Yes, what are the signs of a isam? How you identify it's an isam? What are the signs?
Wow, noon, ya noon, and tanween and alif lam.
Ism has three signs. One is any word starting with alif lam is always an ism. And any word which having tanween at the end mean the damatan, fatatan, kasatan is ism. The third sign is any word when it start with meme, usually it is also an ism. Just like in QC3 you learn how we make the maful, file maful, we add meme. We say muallim, muallam, Muslim, Muslim. So meme is also a sign of an ism. Of course, waw noon, ya noon, alif noon, the waw noon, ya noon, they are the plural sign. Alif noon and ya noon with kasra, they are the tasniya sign. But the ism signs basically are three. Alif lam, tanween, and any ism, if it's starting with meme, it may be an ism. As in the mazid fi all file maful, they start with mim. So Muslimuna is a, again, file plural. Is a harf, kuntum is a madi verb from kana. Shohda, what is this shohda? Ism fail harf.
Ism.
Ism. All words ending with aw, aw, aw is a pattern. Hamzao, sufrao, shohdao, fukrao, they all are ism. On the pattern of alao. Is, what about is ism fail harf?
Ism.
Yes, it's a
Ism.
zarf. So is and isa, they are zarf and they are ism. Hazra, hazra is a three-letter sound verb. Ha, zadra, both the three having fatah. Yaqub in ism. Al-maut is a ism. Is a, again, ism zarf. Qala is a madi verb. Li banihi. Li is a harf jar. Bani, it's an ism. He is a zamir. Look, this is a compound. It's a complicated compound. Li is a harf jar. Bani is a ism majrur. So it's a jar. At the same time, Bani is a mudaf. It's a light. And he is a zamir ism. So ism plus ism murakkab izafi. Now how we declare this compound? We say murakkab izafi with the mudaf. It is murakkab izafi coming as a majroor noun or ism for li. Li with this majroor ism become jar majroor. Mean this whole compound become the jar majroor, having a mudaf mudafila inside. Ma is a ism, tabuduna. What about the tabuduna? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
Fail. All the words which ending with waw they are ism, except those which have ya or ta in the beginning as a sign of mudare. So it's a tabuduna. If I remove the ta, it becomes abuduna. What is this abuduna now? Ism or fail?
Ism.
Ism. So waw all words they are ism except those which have in the beginning ya nun and ta. Sorry, ya or ta. Wow, the next is min. Min is a harf. Badi. Badi is a ism. Ya is a ism. Now again the same structure, just like beginning. Min harf jar, badi majroor, jar majroor. At the same time, badi is a mudaf because it's light. No alif lam, no tanween. And ya is a zamir ism majroor. So badi is a jar majroor. This whole badi jar majroor is coming as a ism majroor for min. Min with this whole compound as a ism majroor making jar majroor. So this complete compound will be called jar majroor, having a mudaf alayh inside as a jar majroor ism. Kalu. Kalu is a madi verb. Nabudu. What about the nabudu? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
Fail. It's mudare. So,
Ji.
okay. Ila is a ism. Ha is a zamir ism. Waw is a harf. Again, ila is a ism. Abai is a plural. Aba. Aba is singular. Plural is aba. So it's again ism. Ka is a zamir ism. Ibrahim ism. Waw is a harf. Ismail ism. Waw is a harf. Ishaq again ism. Ilah again ism. And wahidun again ism. Wa is a harf. Nahnu is a ism zamir. La is a harf. Who is a zamir. So lahu jar majrur. Muslimun again ism. Let's to have the lesson learned from these ayah. Ibrahim and Yaqub alayhi salam advised their children to follow Islam. Their main concern at the time of their death was that their children stick to Tawheed, not to die except as Muslim, be a Muslim in every moment and each situation. Let's see the new words in each line. 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. It means an average less than 1 in each line. Let's go word for word in the phrase for phrase translation and explanation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Wa and wasa enjoined biha it Ibrahim alayhi salam banihi upon his sons. Wa Yaqubu and Yaqub, Ya Baniya, O my sons, Inna Allah, indeed Allah, istafa has chosen lakum for you, ad-deen, the religion. Fala, so you tamutunna should not die, illa except wa antum while you Muslimun are submissive. Let's go for the explanation. Never die except while you are Muslim. No one knows when and where we will die. It means we should be Muslims in every moment and situation so that when we die as a Muslim. We should keep that and what is the behind it always in our mind. Prophet Muhammad said people will be resurrected in the same state in which they die. In the above verses, there's ultimate pertaining lessons to prepare our children to be obedient servants of Allah. Even after we die, they will take forward this legacy of the worship. A man thinks, what will happen to my children after I die? He should be more worried and say, what will happen to my children when they die? So let's revise that, Sister Shakira. Now you can please unmute and revise this.
Our son, our
Sister, no voice, or it's with my set. Do you people hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Do you hear
we can hear.
Shakira? Is her voice visible, hearable?
No.
Okay. Yes,
No.
Sister, please do you this time. Okay, she has come.
Wawa
Let her through.
saw and enjoyed beer, eat Ibrahim, Banihi upon his sons, wa Yakubu and Yakub, Ya Baniya, O my sons, Inna Allah, indeed Allah, Istafa has chosen Lakumu for you, Dina, the religion, Fala Tamutuna, so do not die, Illa, except wa Antum, while you, Muslimuna, are submissive.
Sister, what is this word after Fala? What is this word after Fala?
Fala Tamutunna.
Tunna. Tunna.
Tamu,
Nun with shad. Okay. Thank you.
Tamutunna.
Yes, thank you. Let's go for the next ayah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Am or kuntum were you shuhda witness is when Hazara came to Yaqub al-Maut, the death. Is Qala when he said Libanihi to his sons, Ma tabuduna, what you will worship min badi after me. Qalu, they said, Na'budu, we will worship ilahaka, your God. Wa ilah, and the God Aba'aka, of your forefathers, Ibrahim, wa Ismaila, and Ismail, wa Ishaq, and Ishaq, ilahum wahid, one God, wa nahnu, and we, lahu, for him, Muslimun, submissive to him. Let's go for the explanation. Imagine and feel Yaqub al-Islam dying and his sons around him. They have seen his whole life dedicated to the will of Allah, being a father and a prophet. How lovingly and caringly he must have taught them to be an obedient servant of Allah. Out of all that you have in this world, Iman is in the faith is the most precious for this life and the hereafter. The stakes in the hereafter are so high that his last worry before leaving this world is about the fate of his children. In the above verses, there's ultimate pertaining lesson to prepare our children to be obedient servants of Allah. Even after we die, they will take forward the legacy of the worship. Why is Yaqub al-Islam mentioned after the Ibrahim al-Islam? Because Bani Israel, Bani mean the Yaqub, were from his children. This is the most important advice because they were prophets. It was their the Wazaya, their will and the advice. They said this at the time of dying, given to their children, and everyone wants to give the best to their children. How happy and gratifying must be for him to hear the positive reply from his sons. In the chain is the Ismail al-Islam is especially mentioned, who was among the forefathers of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Children of Yaqub al-Islam did not have any discriminations for them. Children of Ismail al-Islam were as honorable as the children of Ishaq al-Islam. Please note that Bani Israel's chain is through the Ishaq al-Islam. It is a serious reminder for the mushrikeen of Makkah too, who used to take pride in Ibrahim al-Islam as their father. Allah reminds here that the main concern of Ibrahim al-Islam, even at the time of his death, was that his children worshipped Allah alone. So, وَنَحْنُ لَهُ مُسْلِمِينَ, they submitted to Allah and not to their culture, custom, desires, or whims of anyone. The message is, are you truly following your forefather, Yaqub al-Islam? That's to take hadith here. Anas radiallahu ta'ala narrated that the messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when Allah wants good for a slave, he puts him in action. It was said, how does he put him in action, O messengers of Allah? He said, by making him meet up with the righteous deeds before the death. So, yes, Sister Khutija Ibrahim, please you revise this part.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah barakatuh, sister.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. O kuntum, were you shuhada'a, witnesses, hadara al-maut, hadara, when came Yaqub al-maut, the death. Qala, when he said, libanihi, to his sons, ma ta'buduna, what will you worship? Min ba'di, after me. Qalu, they said, na'budu, we will worship ilahaka, your God, wa ilaha, and the God abaika, of your forefathers, Ibrahim, wa Ismail, and Ismail, wa Ishaq, and Ishaq, ilahan wahida, one God, wa nahnu, and we, lahu, and we, wa nahnu, one, wa nahnu, and we, lahu, Muslimun, are submissive to him.
Jazakallah, sister. Only one thing, when you stop here, then you can say ilahan. But when you are joining, then you will say ilahum. Ilahum. The noon is gone. It will join with the waw. Ilahum wahid. It is not then ilahan. Okay, let's go
Okay.
for the lesson. Lesson learned from these ayah. Ibrahim and Yaqub alayhi salam advised their children to follow Islam. Their main concern at the time of their death was that their children stick to Tawheed, not to die except as Muslim, mean be a Muslim in every moment and situation. Let's to pray. Oh Allah, make us and our progeny through Muslims, and make a plan. Inshallah, I shall teach and give the taribai to my children to live according to the Islam. Mean tarbiyah. Tarbiyah mean training. Let's go Asma and Afad. Ibn, it's have two plural. Ibna and Banun and Banin. Banin plus Israel, it means Bani Israel. Banin plus Ya mean Baniya. Deen mean plural is Adiyan. Ab plural is Aba. The three letter sound verbs hazara, yahzuru, uhzur, hazirun, mahzurun, huzrun. Hazadra is the root letter, bab is nasra. The next is abada, yabudu, urbud. Abidun, ma'budun, ibada. And badal is the root letter, bab is nasra. So this is the hazara table. If somebody kindly revise the 6 keys. Yes, Sister Bushra, your hand is raised. Please go for 6 keys of hazara.
Hadara, he appeared. Yahduru, he appears. Ohdur, appear. Hadirun, the one who appears. Dash, Hadrun, to appear, and other is Hudurun. Bab is Nasara, and root words are Hadara.
Okay. The next means Abada. Yes, Sister Khadija Ibrahim, your hand is raised. Please go for the 6 keys.
Abada, he worshipped. Ya'budu, he worships. U'bud, worship. Abidun, the worshipper. Ma'budun, the one to be worshipped. Ibada, to worship. Ain, Bab, Waw are the root letters. Dal are the root letters. Bab is Nasara.
What are the root letter?
Ain, Ba, and Dal.
Dal. Yes, yes. The next is the weak verbs, the Hamza verb, and the repeated verb. Among them is Kana, Yakunu, Kun, Kain, Dash, Kon. Ka, Vaunun is the root letter. Bab is Nasara. Next is Mata, Yamutu, Mut. Mayyat, Dash, Maut. Mim, Wauta is the root letter. Bab again is the Nasara. So this is the Kana table. Yes, who would like to revise the Kana table? 6 keys. Again, the same two hand. Okay, go, Sister Bushra.
Kana, he was. Yakunu, he is. Kun, be. Kainun, the one to be. Dash, Kaunun, to be. And Bab is Nasara and Kawanun are the root words.
The next is Mata. Yes, Sister Shakira, you have unmuted. Do you want to have the 6 keys? Okay, I can't hear it. Yes, Sister Khadija Ibrahim.
Mata, he deceased. Yamutu, he deceases. Mut, decease. Mayyitun, the deceaser. Dash, Mautun, to decease.
Good. The
Ismu
next
fa'il has another.
Mazid fi. Wasa, yusi, wasi. Mosin, mosin, wasiyatun or wasiyun. Wow, swadya is the rule letter. Bab is taf'il. Pattern is allama. The next is istafa, yastafi, istafi, mustafin, mustafan, istafan. The swad for wow is the root letter. Bab is iftial. Pattern is ikhtalafa. So this is the table of wasa. Yes, who would like to revise that 6 key for wasa? All are having Eid holidays. No one is ready to have the 6 Eid. Okay, yes, Sister Bushra, you go. I think you have finished the Eid.
Wa- Wasa, he made a will. Yuwasi, he makes a will. Wasi, make a will. Muwassin, will maker. Muwassan, the one to be made a will. Tawsiyatun, to make a will. I think that will be make a will. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And Bab is the okay.
Yes, yes.
Taf- Tafil. Bab was tafil and Waswad, yeah, are the root words.
Okay. The next is Istafa. Yes, Sister Khadija Ibrahim. You join her because you all also have finished the Eid.
Istafa, he selected. Yastafi, he selects. Istafi, select. Mustafin, selector. Mustafan, the one to be selected. Istifaun, to select.
Jazakallah.
Swad,
For the both systems,
Anun,
let's go for the grammar. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to Understand Al Quran the Easy Way, Course 5 with page 19, pointer C in grammar. Today we will study the 3 stages of Nasb. So we saw grammar has 2 parts. One is called sarf, mean making words from the letters, just like fa and lam, they are the 3 letters. And we make so many words from them, just a fa'il, maf'ul, fa'al, yaf'alu, naifal, so many. So the word making from the letters, grammar part is called sarf. The nab is the grammar where we join these words to make the sentences or the pairs. Just like al-baytu kabirun is a sentence, but fil ardi is a pair. Baytun kabirun is a pair. Zalikal baytu is a pair. Baytullah is a pair. Then these pair ultimately we use in the sentences. Just like khalaqallahu al-arda fi yawmain. Fi yawmain is a pair. Kana haza baytan kabira. Again, baytan kabira is a pair. Inna zalika al-bayta baytullahi. Zalika al-bayta and baytullah, they are the pair. And ultimately, they are making the sentence. Then we saw there are 4 types of sentences. So far we studied. Jumla ismiya, the nominal sentence, which start with a noun, just like Allahu. The second one, the sentence starting with inna, just like Inna Allaha ghafur. The third one is starting with the kana. Kana Allahu ghafura. Fourth one, the jumla failure or the verbal sentence, which start with the verb or the the fail. Just like khalaqallahu al-arda. Here we will have the 5 minutes break for the prayer, and then we will resume the class here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So we were talking 4 types of sentences: jumla ismiya, the nominal sentence, jumla with inna, jumla with kana, and jumla failure, the verbal sentence. Then we saw the 4 types of pair. The harf jar pair, just like fil ardi. The sifa pair, baytun kabirun. It is the answer of how. We say baytun kabirun. The third was Zalik al-Bayt Ismu Ishara pair. Is the answer of which one? When we say which one, we say Zalik al-Bayt. That is. The fourth was Baytullah, the relation pair. It is the answer of whose. When we say whose house, we say Baytullah, Allah's house. So these are the 3 questions which help us to identify these pairs. Mean how, which one, and whose. Let's have their example. For the Sifa pair, we say Haza baytun kabirun. It's a rough. Ra zaidun baytan kabira. It's a nasb. Zaidun fi baytin kabin, we say is jar. So baytu, bayta, bayti. Telling is rough nasjar with dhamma fatha kasra. In the ismu ishara, we had baytu zalikal baytu. It's rough. Ra zaidun zalikal bayta, it's nasb. Zaidun fi zalikal bayti is jar. How? We say al baytu have dhamma, so it's rough. Al bayta, it have a fatha, so it's nasb. When we say al bayti, it have a kasra, we say it's jar. Look, the ta. Ta has dhamma, fatha, kasra. So dhamma means rafa, and the fatha means nasb, and jar, kasra means jar. Let's to have the relation pair example. Haza baytullahi. Ra zaidun baytallahi. Zaidun fi baytillahi. What is happening? Baytu with dhamma, ta dhamma is rough. Bayta, ta having fatha, nas. Bayti, ta having kasra, jar. So we know raf mean the dhamma, or it may be dhammatan. Nas mean the fatah, or it may be fatatan. Jar mean kasra, it may be kasratani. Let's do have example. If I say baytuhu, it's rough because baytu ta having dhamma. If I say baytaha, it's not because ta is showing fatah. When I say baytihi, it's jar because ta is showing jar. So baytu, bayta, bayti. Baytu with dhamma, baytu with fatah, bayti with kasra. Now today we are going to study 3 states of nasb. Look this sentence. Zakarta is a Madi verb. Zakarta, I remember. Who? Allah. Zakarta Allah. Zakartullah. Zakartullah, I remember. Allah. Now, for why? Zikran mean remember, more emphasis. Why? Ta'atan, in obedience. Look, after the zakartu, we have 3 ism. Allah is ism. Zikra is ism because it have a tanween. Ta'atun is a ism because we have a tanween. But all the 3 ism, Allah has a nas. Zakran again have a nas. It may be single fatah or a double, or the fatatan is the same. Ta'atun again same. Now, remember, this is very important point which now I am telling. After a verb or the fail, if there is a ism coming with dhamma, that is always file. After fail, if an ism come with dhamma, that is file. If after a fail, if a ism come with nas, that is maf'ul. That is maf'ul. Look, zakartu is a fail. After that, a ism Allah is coming in the nas, so it is maf'ul. If it was zakartullah, Allah was having fatah, dhamma, then what was it? It was file.
Fine.
After fail, if it have a dhamma, non-ism, it is file. If fatah, it's fail. So the first one is fail. What about zikra? Zikra had double fatah, so it is had come for the emphasis. When a nas coming with double fatah, after the file, maf'ul, after the maf'ul is this Allah. The immediate ism after a fail is maf'ul. After this maf'ul, if it's coming nas double, it may be for the first one is for the emphasis. The second one is for the reasoning, why I am doing. So these are the 3 states of nas after a verb. Maf'ul, emphasis, and reasoning. These are the 3 questions. Who, the same, and why. Let's to have more practice. Look, khalaqallahul arda. Khalaqa is a fail. Okay. After fail, for immediately we find a ism coming with dhamma. So what it is this?
Fine.
Fine. Okay. What about the al arda? It is coming nas.
Maf'ul.
Because after the verb, any first ism coming is a dhamma, that is fine. Leave that. If it is coming with nas, then it is maf'ul. Okay. Let's have another example. Yadribu Allahu al-amsala lin-nasi. Yadribu is a verb, mudare. Okay. After this, an ism Allah is coming with dhamma. So what is this?
File.
It's a file. Leave it file. The al-masala, it is a plural of masal. Al-masala, it's in nas. So what it will be?
Maf'ul.
Because it is coming after the verb. You will say after verb is Allah. That is a file. We are not worried about the file. We are worried about the first mansub. The first nas ism coming after verb. That is amsal here. So it is a maf. What about lin nasi?
Jar majroor.
Jar majroor. And jar majroor in a jumla failure is concerned with the verb. It's mutallik verb. It's have a relation with the verb. Okay, have another example. Wala taqtulu awladakum. Waw is a harf, la is a harf. What about taqtulu?
It's hidden in there.
Fail because ta is a ilamat mudari, so it's a mudari verb. It was
Right.
taqtuluna. But due to la is here nahiya. It had taken away the noon and put it the alif. I'm not concerned with this. I'm concerned oladakum. What is this olada? Kum is a zamir. Remove it. Olada. Olada have a dhamma, fatha, kasra, what?
Fatah.
Fatha.
Fatah.
Taqtuluna is a verb. And after verb, olada ism is coming with nas. So what is this?
Mansub.
Maf'ul.
Mansub. Nasb.
Coming maf'ul.
It's maf'ul, yeah.
Maf'ul.
It's a first maf'ul. Kum is attached zamir that is coming with the maf'ul. Okay, let's have another. Uzkurullah zikra. Uzkuru. What is? It's a fail harf.
Fail.
Fail.
Fail amar.
Zakara yazkuru. Uzkur from uzkur uzkuru. So it's a verb fail. After this fail verb, we find a ism Allah in nas. So what is this?
Maf'ul.
Maf'ul. What about zikran or zikra with double
This is-
fatha? It's again the second ism is coming with nas.
Emphasis.
Emphasis.
Either for emphasis or for the some reasoning. But here we take it for the emphasis, or we may take it for the reasoning. The first ism mansub is always maf'ul. Maf'ul bihi actually it is. The next we take for the here for the emphasis. Let's have another example. Rattalil Qur'ana tartila. Rattil. What is this rattal? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
It's
Fail.
fail.
That's Babit Tafil.
I'm not asking the Bab, I'm identifying that it's
But
a
it's
fail, so
fail.
that it is a
It's a
jumla
mazid
failure.
fi'l.
What
Mazid
about
fi'l.
Al-Qur'ana? It's raf nasjar.
Nasb.
After the fail, is some Al-Quran coming as a nas. So what is this?
Maf'ul.
Maf'ul. What about tartila with double fatatan?
This is
Fatatan.
also
Emphasis.
nas. Emphasis, yeah.
Emphasis. It is also maf'ul, but it's coming for an emphasis. The next is وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهُ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. Wow is a half remove. Kallama. What is a kallama? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
If it's fail, after it, I find a ism Allahu with rafa. So what is this?
File.
It's a file. What about Musa? Musa
This is
in raf nas same. Musa raf, Musa nas, Musa. But as it is coming as after the file and the verb, we take its maful. We say it is coming in the place of maful as a mansub. What about taklima?
emphasis.
Emphasis again.
Emphasis.
Hmm.
وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةِ إِمْلَاقٍ. Wa is a harf, la is a harf. Taqtulu again is a mudari verb. It was taqtuluna due to la, nahiya, noon has gone, alif has come. Ulada. Ulada. The first
Maf'ul.
is mansub, so is maf'ul. Khashiyata. Khashiyata is coming with
Emphasis.
single. So we will say it's for the reasoning. For the emphasis, we were having the double fatha word.
Hmm.
Word
Okay.
was having double fatha or fatatan. And nas. Here it is also nas with single. We say it's for the reasoning. Okay. Let's have to go another. يجعلون أصابعهم في أذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت. يجعلون, it's a mudari verb. Okay. Asabiya. Asaba is a ism. Whom is a zamirum? Isaba. In which is a raf nasjar.
This nas.
After the verb, first ism coming with nas. So it is maf'ul.
Maf'ul.
Okay. Fi is a harf jar. Azanihim. Azani him. Fi azani is jar majrur. So related with the yajaluna. Minas sawai ke again jar majrur. Leave it. Hazara. This is the second ism coming with nas. First was the maf'ul asabia. Now hazara is for the reasoning. Word is not coming with double fatha. It's coming with single dam, single fatha. Next, ينفقون أموالهم ابتغاء مرضات الله ينفقون مضارع verb. After that, أموالهم مودهم أموال is a ism with nas after the verb coming. So what it is?
مفعول
مفعول.
Ibta. It is coming the second ism with mansub. So what we
With
reply?
reasoning
Reasoning. It's coming with single. That.
Hmm.
So let's go for our workbook. The question is, Wasa biha Ibrahimu banihi wa Yaqub. Yes. And enjoin Ibrahim, his sons and Yaqub. Is Hazara Yaqubul Mauta.
When came to Yaqub the
And the
death,
death came to Yaqub. Wa nahnu lahu muslimun.
and we are submissive to him.
Okay. Give me the plural for Ibn.
بنين
Abna,
and
Abna,
بنون
Ibna
بنين بنون
and Bani. What about the plural for Deen?
Adiyan,
Adyan. Ab. It's actually Abun.
Abba,
Abba.
Abba.
So we did the 6 key for Hazara, Yahzuru, Uhzur, Hazirun, Mahzurun, Hazurun mean to come. Then from Abada, Abada, Yabudu, Urbud, Abidun, Ma'budun, Ibada mean to worship. Kana yakunu kun kain dash kon mean to be. Mata yamutu mut mayyad dash maut mean to die. Wasa yusi wasi mosin mosan tosiyatun mean to enjoin. Istafa yastafi istafi mustafin mustafan istafa'un mean to choose. So let's to have the grammar part. What are the 3 states of nas which we learned in this lesson? We learned in this lesson 3 states. One is the object, mean the marful. The second for the emphasis, mean the ta'qid. And the third one is denote the reasoning, mean the mutlaq. Let's to have the example. Yadribullahu amsala linnasi. Here, what is this imsali? Out of this object, emphasis, or reason, what it is type?
Object,
Object means maf'ul. Uzkurullaha zikra. What is this? Allah and zikra. This zikra especially.
emphasis,
Yes, emphasis. Yunfikuna amwalahum ibtagha mardati Allahi. Ibtagha. What is this ibtagha?
object,
Object is there here, amwalahum. After the verb, the first amwala is the object. So the second is coming, we will say reasoning, because it's without double dhamma, or double fatha, or double fatha. Wa kallama Allah Musa taklima. What is this taklima?
emphasis,
Emphasis. Because the Musa is here as a maf'ul, mean the object. The next is khalaqallahu al-arda. Al-arda.
Object.
Object becomes is the first noun coming after the verb as a mansub. Here, underline the pair of relation and the prepositions in the verses given below. Yadribullahu al-amsala linnasi.
Linnasi.
Yes, amsala is the pair of relation and linnasi is that. Wala taqtulu awladakum khashyatil imlaki.
Awladakum. Awlad.
Yaj'aluna asabihum fi azanihim min as-sawa'iqi hazar al-maut. Asabiyahim, ism plus ism coming as a relation. And the next fi azani, jar majroor. Min as-sawa'iqi, min is a jar. Hazar al-maut, again ism plus ism coming as a relation. Yunfikuna amwalahum ibtigha mardati Allahi. Amwalahum is a relation because ism plus ism is coming. Ibtigha mardati. It is also having the relation. Let's to have ism marfu. When the ism is marfu, we say, what are the sign? The first sign is dhamma. Any ism at the end, if have a dhamma or dhammatan, we say it's marfu. Ism is marfu. It may be the singular or it may be the plural. Wahid or jama mukassir. Just like Muhammadun as a single noun. Rusulun is a jama mukassir. Both are showing the dhamma. The second side of a ism marfu may be alif at the end. Just like in tasniyah, we say Rasulani Musalmani. Actually, the alif is the sign of marf, which is showing the tasniyah. It may be waw, isme maf'ul, in just like Jama Salim, Muzakkir. Just like Muslimuna, Mu'minuna, this waw is telling it's in the state of raf. And the fourth sign of isme marfu may be muqaddara, mean hidden, just like isme manqud and isme maqsood, manqus and manqud, just like Musa, Musa, Musa. No, Musa is also raf, nas, jar, so it have a dhamma in muqaddara. It is in hidden. Qadin, hadin, al-qadi, hadi, again it is hidden. So the ism marfu sign may be a dhamma, maybe a alif, maybe waw, if maybe muqaddara. When it is dhamma, when it is the word is either singular or jama mukassir. When it is alif, then it is a tasniyah. When it is waw, that is jama muzakkar salim. When it's muqaddara, when the ism is manqus or manqud, mean having either the standing alif or it is having the specific word, just like kadin, hadin, etc. What are the marfu'at types? There are 8 types of marfu. When a word comes as a marfu, it comes either one of the 8. Either it is a mubtada. Mubtada is always marfu. Or it may become as a khabar. We said mubtada and khabar, they are always just like Allahu Ghafoor. Allah is the mubtada, khabar is the marfu. It may be file. File also come in the marfu form. And when the fail is majhul, then it is called naif file. So they all are marfu. Kana is, we say Kanallahu Ghafoora. The ismu kana is marfu. Khabru kana is mansub. In the same way, we say Ma'ula ism. Ma'allahu Ghafoor. So Ma and La, their ism is also marfu. Inna, khabru inna. We say Inna Allaha Ghafoor. The khabar of inna is marfu. La in nafi khabar. The khabar of la in nafi. La ilaha illallah. The khabru la in nafi is always marfu. So these are the 8 things which can be marfu. When we say this is a marfu word, we have to think either it is a mubtada, khabar, file, na file, the ismu kana, the ismu maula, or khabru inna, or khabru la in nafi. Jins. Mubtada, khabar, inna khabar, la khabar. So you can also remember remembering mubtada. After that, 3 khabar. Khabar, inna khabar, la inna fi khabar. The ismu kana, maula ism, file, and na. Or you can remember in either way. Now let's take the example. When we say mubtada, nominal sentence, the example is Muhammadun Rasul. Mubtada is marfu and it's marfa, mean proper noun. Khabar, example is nominal sentence. Muhammadun Rasulun. Look, the khabar is marfu. Khabru inna, example is Inna Muhammadun Rasulun. The khabar of the inna is marfu. The ismu kana example is Kana Muhammadun Rasula. Muhammad is a ismu kana. File or naif file example is Nasara Muhammad. It is the file. After the fail, the first ism coming marfu is always file. And in case of majhul, just like Nusira, Nusira Muhammadun. No, it's not file. In case of majul, it is always called naib file. So these are the example of mubtada, khabar, khabru inna, ismu kana, file, maful examples. So the fi'l maruf of file, the fi'l maruf is always have file, and the fi'l majhul is called have the naib file. Let's to have our questions. وَوَصَى بِهَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ, and enjoined it the Ibrahim. إِسْتَفَى لَكُمُ الدِّينَ, he has chosen for you the religion. So you should not die. فَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ. Ibrahim and Yaqub advised their children to follow Islam. مَا تَعْبُدُونَ مِن بَعْدِي, what will you worship of me? Main concern of Ibrahim and Yaqub at the time of their death was that their children stick to Tawheed. How should we train our children religiously? By making them obedient servants of Allah. Ism fa'il of wasa is Mohsin. Ism fa'il of mata is Mayyat. Plural of Ibn is Ibna, Banun, and Bani. How many states of nasb that you have learned in this lesson? We studied 3 types: object, emphasis, and reasoning. Hal zakatullah, nam zakartullah, ta will change into 2. Hal tazkurun Allah zikra, nam nazkurullah zikra. How many states of nas that you have learned in this lesson? Of course, 3. Translate into Arabic. Allah created the earth. Khalaqallahul arda. Example of object who or what is Yadribullahu al-amsala. Example for emphasis is Wakalamullahu Musa taklima. Ya uzkurullah zikra. Both have fatatan at the end at the signs of emphasis. Example for why or for what is Wala taqtulu awladakum khashyatil imlaki. Khashyata. It is coming for the reasoning. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاقٍ mean, and do not kill your children for fear of poverty. يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ ابْتِغَاءَ مَرْضَاتِ اللَّهِ, they spend their wealth seeking Allah's pleasures. رَتَّلُوا الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, sa رَتَّلُوا الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Ratila will change into sa or Rattilul Quran 30. 7 homeworks are known to you. Let's to go for the prayer. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu alayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. If you people have any questions,